à cœur de se rattraper parce qu'ils viennent de sortir d'une grosse déception contre Gravelines en prenant 20 points à la maison. Donc c'est l'occasion pour eux de se rattraper et d'engranger le maximum de points d'avance parce que comme vous le disiez, il y a un match retour, donc tous les points engrangés maintenant sont des points bonus pour la suite.
Et en plus, si près du but, si près d'une nouvelle Coupe d'Europe, on rappelle quand même qu'il y a 2 ans, ils ont gagné l'Euro Challenge face à Trabzonspor. Ça les mettrait parmi les équipes françaises avec le plus beau palmarès européen. Ils ne sont pas loin, tout comme Chalon d'ailleurs. On va regarder le tableau de cette fin de Coupe d'Europe. Déjà à noter que l'équipe de Bonn avait éliminé en quart de finale Nanterre et ils avaient éliminé en 8e les Finlandais de Kataja. Et pour l'équipe de Nanterre, eh bien, ils avaient battu Oussa qu'on avait vécu ensemble en quart de finale et Nanterre avait auparavant en 8e de finale éliminé Charleroi. Et si on vous dit qu'il pourrait y avoir une finale 100% française, et oui, ce serait extraordinaire. Eh bien c'est sur l'élan Chalon que l'on compte face à Ostende. Il joue ce soir en Belgique et juste après le match de Nanterre, on partira en Belgique en direct pour suivre le match aller également de l'équipe de Chalon. Mais on revient d'abord à notre match de Nanterre. Les joueurs sont présentés au public de leur bouillante salle Maurice Thorez. Et nous on va découvrir Fred le 5 majeur de Pascal Donadieu.
Oui, alors on a un peu du classique quand même. On a Chris Warren à la main, Eko Chapartit en poste 2, Michael Riley en poste 3, Hugues Invernizzi en poste 4.
Et Pascal Donadieu est parti saluer son vis-à-vis, l'entraîneur bosnien de l'équipe de Bonn, Predrag Krunic, qu'on vous montrera dans une seconde. On va l'attraper au vol, Pascal, pour parler avec lui de ce match. On sait quand on a le match aller à la maison, il faut faire...
On est dans toutes les compétitions, on a une qualité de rotation qui est peut-être moins importante que certaines grosses équipes de Pro A. Donc on souffre, on a un petit peu d'usure physique et mentale, mais il faut s'adapter, c'est des belles échéances, il faut savourer, en profiter et tout donner, au détriment peut-être de la Pro A, mais de vivre éventuellement une finale européenne, on doit tout donner, quitte à être un peu cuit et émoussé samedi à Nancy.
Oui, vous l'avez vécu et ça évoque déjà des bons souvenirs, hein.
Oui, tout à fait. Et on a déjà rempli une partie du contrat en étant en finale de la Coupe. On va essayer de pouvoir se qualifier pour 2 finales.
Merci Pascal. On regarde aussi le 5 majeur de cette équipe de Bonn. Particularité de l'histoire, Bonn que Nanterre avait déjà joué la saison dernière en Coupe d'Europe. Le 5 majeur, Fred.
Alors en poste 1, on a Joshua Mayo. En poste 2, Anthony Di Leo. En poste 3, Jormans Bartolo. Poste 4, Kenneth Norton. Et en poste 5, le surpuissant Julian Campbell.
Et donc cette équipe de Bonn qui est coachée par Predrag Krunic. Alors juste en un mot, il faut savoir, puisque je vous disais que Nanterre avait joué Bonn l'année dernière, c'est fou, il n'y a plus un joueur, s'il y en a un seul, c'était quelqu'un qui avait un petit rôle, qui reste de la saison dernière, c'est quand même dingue. Il n'y a que Florian Kor qui est resté, sinon c'est un effectif tout nouveau, c'est un nouveau coach. L'année dernière, ça avait été une saison complètement galère pour cette équipe de Bonn.
Le plus de points sera qualifié pour la finale de la FIBA Europe Cup et sera opposé au vainqueur de l'élan Chalon-sur-Saône.
Alors, parmi les duels de ce match, Fred, quel est l'un des plus marquants qui peut être clé sur cette rencontre?
Eh ben, j'ai choisi Julian Campbell, justement, comme je disais, qui était surpuissant. Et il tourne à plus de 12 points, plus de 6,5 rebonds. Mais il sort surtout d'un quart de finale où il a tourné sur tout le quart de finale à 23,5 points, 14 rebonds, 33 d'évaluation. Donc c'est pour dire qu'il est un petit peu en forme, le garçon. C'est un joueur, comme je disais, surpuissant. Et que Mathias Le Sort va devoir défendre dur. Et justement, j'ai choisi Mathias Le Sort comme deuxième focus. Mathias Le Sort, il est à 9,1 points, 6,7 rebonds. Mais il est très tonique, très puissant lui aussi, très aérien. Il va avoir beaucoup de travail ce soir, mais je pense qu'il est vraiment capable de le faire. Il peut vraiment poser des problèmes à Campbell et ça sera une des clés du match de toute façon. Donc Donc à lui de concrétiser ses efforts en défense et de faire gagner son équipe.
Les arbitres de ce match pour que cette présentation soit complète. Les voilà avec Saverio Lanzarini, l'Italien, Petar Obradovic, le Bosnien et Vencislav Velikov, le Bulgare. Et voilà Predrag Kunic qui a succédé à Matthias Fischer à l'intersaison.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to the outskirts of Paris, France, and to Nanterre. It is the semi-finals of the 2016-17 FIBA Europe Cup, all to play for in this first leg then. And both teams sensational on the home court. And what a start that is from Chris Warren, putting up a long two. And Nanterre immediately take the lead against Telekom Baskets from Bonn in Germany. About 250 miles that separate the two towns. First three-point attempt of the night, just left a little short there by Joshua Mayo. And Nanterre going on the offensive again. Looking to get off to a flying start here. They were beaten at the weekend in the French League by Dunkirk. And they're looking to bounce back here because both teams have unrivaled home records in the Europe Cup this season. Both unbeaten. Here's a three-point attempt from Mayo. Again, it's just a tad short. Regathered under the rack. Reset. This time missed out by Horton. But eventually, surely this pressure's going to tell. Mayo. Good holding of possession from the visitors. Telekom Baskets puts up a three with the shot clock ticking away. It's breathless. Mayo, lovely little pass and a super block. But in the end, in vain. We'll talk about a lively start here. Mayo to Horton. Great defence at first and then put up and in on the rebound.
Je vais regarder l'échauffement, ils sont vraiment très physiques et très intenses les joueurs de Bonn.
Well, Nanterre are having a super time of it at the moment. They're in the finals of the French Cup. Domestically successful, but it's in Europe where they're looking all the more impressive. Will that be brought to an end here today? You sense it's going to be an important first leg, this one. And a very determined Bonn basket side are in the front court a lot in these first 2.25 minutes. Setting out their stall. Dilio puts it up and in from Julian Gamble, who had a night to remember in the quarterfinals. Well, 2 nights to remember, really. He averaged more than 20 points per game across the 2 legs. Warren responds and levels the scores up again. Well, you can't allow Chris Warren that kind of space, so he'll punish it, as he did there. Shafatzik to Invenetzi and tries with the bank shot.
Il avait fait le plus dur avec la planche tranquillement.
Gamble. Et faute de Michael Riley qui essayait de lui chipper la balle dans les mains. Il va sortir Michael Riley et arriver sur le parquet de Spencer Butterfield.
Le danger ambulant, Butterfield.
Michael Riley qui sort très tôt. On voit, hein, quand on voit Michael Riley sortir, il se tape pas la main avec le coach, on voit que c'est pas la meilleure relation, ce n'est plus la meilleure relation du monde entre les deux hommes.
Mayo switches it up. Now Gamble, such a dangerous player. That's good defense from Matthias Lessor. He's got a big nut in his hands, trying to keep Gamble quiet. He'll be fully aware of the task in hand, though. Lessor. He won that duel. Well, no three-pointers yet. Successful. But we'll wait and see till Spencer Butterfield gets on the ball after his unbelievable night against Ushak in Venezia. Now here is Butterfield, trying to get into a shooting position. He's thrown possession away here, and now in transition. Foul called, and one. Sensational stuff from your man Bartolo. The Cuban-born, experienced German. Getting the shot away in time and drawing the foul. He likes it. Bon like it, and they've got to quieten the crowd here at the Palais des Sports. Pascal Donadieu, the Nanterre coach, it's fair to say, hasn't been quietened. He's clearly unhappy with the way that his team have started here. They have such a good home record, but they were shocked at the weekend, beaten by Dunkirk.
Pascal Donadieu à ses joueurs, on l'a rarement vu autant énervé, même si chaque coach dans sa carrière s'énerve quand même un paquet de fois, on le sait, ça fait partie du métier. Well, there you have it, turned over 3 times already. Telekom Baskets shall be pleased. They've managed to stop their opponents. And they're into an early lead here. Right, play resumes. Bartolo to add the extra. And it's a 5-point game inside the first 4 minutes here. Nanterre have given themselves some work to do. Remember, it's a 2-leg match with aggregate scoring. So every point matters. It's not just a matter of winning and losing. Nanterre did turn over a 3-point deficit against Ushak in the last round. Shot clock down into single figures. It's got to be used quickly, and that's superb. Left-handed hook from Lessor. Averages almost double digits per game in this year's competition. Mayo goes out wide. Now darting in is Bartolo, who's been so impressive early on, and he draws the foul. And at the moment, Nanterre are unable to defend their court.
Il bouge beaucoup, il va beaucoup au rebond offensif, il est très actif. Là, c'est vraiment parfait ce qu'il fait.
Well, Spencer Butterfield was interviewed before the start of this game. Last week, in fact, he talked about how they were going to be taking every game one at a time. Here's Mayo, puts it up and in. No let up so far from the Germans. Chris Warren. Yeah, Butterfield saying that his team were going to take it one game at a time, concentrating first on the Cup semi-final, which they did win, and then the League, which they didn't. And now the focus shifts, of course, to the Europe Cup, and that is such a wonderful play and a finish from Julian Gamble. We said he'd be hard to keep quiet. Gamble getting going. It's a 7-point lead already. Still we await the first 3-point field goal of the night. Could this be it? No, coming inside rather, and now under the rack. No finish on this occasion. It was Bartolo. This is Shafatzik. And still going. Alley-oop. No. Denied by the rim. It would have looked good. And it could have proved significant because there's a little bit of confidence lacking from Nanterre. And the swagger at the moment is coming from Telekom Baskets, and that's just missed by Bartolo, who's in the thick of things, to say the very least at the moment. Invernizzi. Less sure, they can't afford any more turnovers. That's more like it. But again, not finished, but there is a foul. Invernizzi drawing it. Nanterre need to make this count. Predrag Krunic, the coach of Telekom Baskets from Bosnia-Herzegovina, vastly experienced coach in Germany and also in Poland. You know, it hasn't been the best of starts, but Nanterre looking to eke their way back here. Invernizzi. Successfully inflicts some damage to the Bonn scoreline.
Là, il doit être assez intense pour pouvoir le mettre du premier coup. La faute est raisonnable, on va dire. Et là, on voit aussi qu'on n'a pas le droit d'enlever le ballon du cercle à partir du moment où l'arbitre a sifflé.
Mayo. Bartolo to Gamble. Gamble now such a danger in the paint. Wrestling and finding a route through to the basket. And re-extends that lead back to 6. It's what Julian Gamble is all about. Super strong. He was simply unstoppable in the playoffs. This time the three-point shot misses. Shafatzik leaving it long and very quick to the front court, but the ball thrown away on this occasion. Bartolo looking to do a little too much on that pass. Mayo wasn't on the same wavelength, that's for sure. The ball ended up clattering into the referee. Nanterre starting with Shafatzik, the point guard. Loses his man. Left Bartolo on the floor there. Rather good. Shafatzik now out for 3. Good! First three-pointer of the night brings Nanterre back to within 3. How they needed that. Now Gamble. Can Telekom Baskets respond? So far so good from the German team, but no, Gamble misses out on this occasion. Shafatzik has the option. Invernizzi this time leaves it a little short. Mayo. Horton. And it's all happening out there at the moment. Reminded Nanterre are unbeaten at home in this competition. The same is true of their opponents today. Telekom Baskets don't lose back home in North Rhine-Westphalia. And because of that, there's real pressure on the French team tonight to win and win well. But right now they trail by 3 points. It was by 7. Here's Chris Warren. So much creativity on the court when they've got both Warren and Shafatzik together. And here is Warren from way downtown. They've worked this nicely. The hook from Barovic, but he doesn't quite manage to find a way through. With just over a minute left of the first quarter. Warren wide open for 3. No good. Great offensive rebound. Mopped up there, though, by Butterfield. And now Shafatzik again. They've reset things. Shot clock down to 5, though. It's got to be used relatively quickly. In the paint. Somehow missed. Lesor, the guilty man, And eventually a foul is called. But a bit of respite for Telekom Baskets there, who are under pressure. They certainly started well, the German team. I think Less will be disappointed there. He didn't manage to finish the job. And then it got a little bit messy. Leschel's gone for a sit-down after committing 2 fouls inside the first quarter. So he's got to be a little careful, otherwise he'll find himself in foul trouble. Here come Telekom. The chance of winning an international event here. One of the things that Butcherfield was asked was how he felt about the prospect of winning the competition, but of course his head was not in the clouds, his feet firmly on the ground. Talking about the focus being match by match, game by game, I beg your pardon. Here's Shafatzik. Butcherfield, he's found Chris Warren now, who's very quick. He darts around the court and covers everything.
Barovic est comme clean dans la raquette, il y a de la poésie, vraiment il y a de la poésie. Ils se sont fait un petit tango tous les deux collés serrés là.
Invernizzi, the only person in this quarter to have hit a 3. That's a good bit of shooting from Butcherfield. His first points of the night, 39. He mustered up against Ushak in the quarter-final second leg with 11 three-pointers, a new record, surpassing John Robertson, who'd done it just before with 10. Again, good defending. And look how quick they are in transition. Good! They've levelled up the scores. What a remarkable finish to the first quarter for Nanterre. They started slowly, but my goodness, how they picked up as the quarter went along. And in the end, they went from backcourt to front court in the blink of an eye. And Heiko Shafatzik, the one German in the Nanterre roster, inflicting the damage against Telekom Baskets Bonn. And it's 17 points apiece at the end of the first quarter. Well, absolutely breathless stuff. Both teams, credit to them. And Nanterre certainly responded to Pascal Donadieu's coaching in the first timeout. Got a short chance here to relay more tactical instruction and motivation as well. Well, so far Invernizzi running the show for Nanterre. 6 points. There you have it. Telekom Baskets still looking for their first three-point shot to be successful. 5 attempted. Decent inside the paint and good from the free throw line. All 3 made in that first quarter. And who knows what could be important come the end of the 2 legs. I mean, look at that last stat, those steals. That'll be a concern for Nanterre. I felt they started to address that as the quarter wore on, but they certainly started sluggishly. Turned over time and again. 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Telekom Baskets have been much better in possession, but Nanterre came flying back, and this was how they finished the first quarter. Heiko Shafatzik, who's averaging 12.7 points per game coming into this game, registering his first score of the night, and what a score it proved to be as well. At the Palais de Sport in Nanterre, on the outskirts of Paris, the French capital. We've got 3 more quarters to play in this gripping semi-final clash in the FIBA Europe Cup. Nanterre looking to continue or pick up where they left off really at the end of the first quarter, but here come Telekom. Missed by Horton, but he's got it back and gets the assist. It's put up and in by Barovic. And he's off and running for the night. His first score, Bon back in front. Warren. Butterfield, clever pass. Invinizzi cutting in down the baseline. He missed, but another offensive rebound. There's been a few of them so far. It's been stolen. Again, Telekom Baskets making a good habit of thieving possession back. Mayo to Sanders. Back out to Mayo. Thought about the three-point shot. Fakes, comes inside. Finds himself at the low post. Now back outside. Mayo going it alone. Shot clock down to 2. He's got to get a shot away. And this time can't angle it in. And possession changes hands once more. And Nanterre have it in the corner for 3. Good! Sharp shooting from Heiko Shavacic. A three-point shot made at the end of the first quarter and now at the start of the second. And for the first time tonight, Nanterre have the lead. Barovic. Mayo for 3. And still, Telekom Baskets are looking for their first three-point field goal. Nothing going for them from downtown, unlike Shavacic. Didn't have space, but still made the shot. Butterfield. Butterfield, first three-point shot attempted. That's a good sign for Telekom Baskets after the damage he inflicted against Dushak in the previous round. Dileo. Barovic. He's huge. A massive presence inside the paint, and here he is, showing impressive strength. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but still it's in Bon possession. Warren. Clever little bounce pass, and up and in off the glass from Conklin. Brian Conklin, who graduated St. Louis in 2012. Last season he was winning titles in the Dominican Republic, but here he's got a chance at silverware in Europe on an international scale, as well as domestically. Nanterre at the moment 4th in the French league against Telekom Baskets, who are 6th. That's good. Horton. That's the first three-point shot made by Telekom Baskets. About time. He's come 3 minutes into the second quarter. A welcome sight indeed. He'd missed his previous 2. Shavacic, that's a long ranger. Oh, stunning! Shavacic is hitting them from way outside at the moment. It's his night right now. 3 from 4 from outside of the arc. Now, all the focus when it came to a three-point shooting perspective was on Butterfield tonight. But right now it's Shavacic who's delivering. Barovic going to swap out here after a foul, and a pretty blatant one on Shavacic. Momentum just seems to have shifted here. Nanterre 3 in front, looking to extend that lead with Warren. What a passing range he's got. Here's Koch. Florian Koch from Germany. Plenty of non-Germans in their ranks, of course. Anyway, here's Dileo. Oh, just wouldn't quite fall. Gamble tries to mop up the rebound. He's unable to do so. And now here come Nanterre. They've been so good in transition in the last few minutes. Very lively, but Conklin misses the opportunity to extend that lead beyond 3 for now. That's come off her foot. Shavacic. More changes coming for Telekom Baskets. Dileo off, Mayo on.
c'est mieux en défense.
Comme quoi, il ne faut pas être le plus gros jumper de la Terre pour faire des comptes, parce qu'il ne nous en voudra pas, Hugo Vernetti, si on dit que ce n'est pas le joueur le plus athlétique de la Coupe d'Europe.
Franchement, je
Well,
pense
Shafacik, the leading scorer. All of his points coming outside of the arc, 9 so far. Gillian Gamble's got 6 for Telekom Baskets. Leading the rebounds, Horchin with 4 and Invenitsi with 3. Gamble backs it in. Back to a 1-point game here. And this game is every bit as tight and tense as we thought it would be. Shafacik, the man who seems to hold the keys that can unlock the Telekom Baskets defence, feeds it into Warren. Warren outside. This is Butterfield. Puts up a mid-range two. Good! Sharp shooting from inside of the arc from Butterfield so far. 2 from 2. Gamble throws one up, drains it. Reduces that lead back to 1 once again with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Shafacik. Where are his options? Warren. Conklin was setting the shield there and tries to pick and roll. And, well, the ball was bouncing all over the place there and it's gone out of play. Play will restart with Telekom Baskets in possession. And it has been such a high-paced game so far. Not incredibly clinical, but certainly exciting. Here goes Joshua Mayo. Bartolo. Great defence. Blocked him before he even got the shot away. The ball wasn't sailing anywhere near. Nanterre looking to turn the screw. Remember, it was level pegging at the end of the first quarter. Nanterre will want a lead by half-time. They know the trial they'll be put on in North Rhine-Westphalia in a week for the second leg. It's a return to domestic action at the weekend, and then the second leg in Western Germany takes place in a week's time. And of course, German teams have got previous in the FIBA Europe Cup. The Fraport Skyliners were the champions in 2016. Lessor to Butterfield, and back, Matthias Lessor, 1 pass too many. The Fraport Skyliners beat Varese in last year's final, both qualified for the Basketball Champions League this year. Second leg of the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League are live tonight, and not to be missed. There is also another semi-final in the FIBA Europe Cup. Make sure you see that one. Ostende against Elan Chalon. Warren. Telekom Baskets, the last German team left in the last 4 of the Europe Cup. He's got to go for it. Shot clock down to 3. Not a bad attempt from Conklin. Not known for his 3-point shooting, truth be told. But he knew he had to get the ball away and fast. Here's Gamble. Yeah, good hustle. Right under the rack. Puts Telekom Baskets back into the lead. 12 points already for Gillian Gamble. And it's setting up to be another big night. 12 for the 6'10" American. Shafacik, surely not again. No, this time it's a little long. But they've managed to recoup possession momentarily. Foul call.
Regardez le rebond offensif de Jean-Marc Pansat. Qui va va rester sur le parquet. Un peu plus de 2 minutes de la mi-temps. Chafardik a proposé des solutions. Vernizzi. Il ne reste pas beaucoup de temps. Chris Warren. Chris Warren, il va prendre les choses en main.
Nanterre looking to ensure the lead changes hands again, and that's exactly what happens as Chris Warren scores for the third time tonight. Oh, clever pass there. Long, though, from Bartolo. DeLeo there with unbelievable vision to pick out the pass. He seemed to be leaping towards the rack, and he got the pass away mid-air. Shafatzik into Invernizzi. This first half has absolutely rushed by. 1 minute 40 left. Shafatzik returns the pass for 3. Good. Warren takes his tally to 9 and Nanterre's lead to 4. Good couple of minutes that for the French team, who have their biggest lead of the game so far, and it leads to a timeout being called by Telekom Baskets Bond. Great pass to set it up, and Warren with seeming no space there. Got it back, and how about that? Predrag Krunic now running through the strategies again. He would have been delighted with the first quarter, but the second quarter, Nanterre swinging it their way. Got a lot of experience, Krunic, here with Telekom Baskets. He was assistant way back in 1998 for 3 seasons. Got the head coach role in 2001 initially. 4 years he spent with Telekom Baskets in that first stint, and then he re-picked up the role last year, looking to guide them to glory in the FIBA Europe Cup. But right now there's work to be done with just over a minute left of the second quarter. Chris Warren and Heiko Shafatzik with 9 points in the bank each, leading the way for the French team. And Nanterre by 4 right now. Here's Mayo. Now DeLeo to Gamble, who's been the man with a plan for Bonn. And he draws another foul there. Very persistent player, Julian Gamble. Managed double-doubles in both quarter-final legs for Telekom Baskets. First free throw that Telekom Baskets have missed tonight. Predrag Krunic bouncing up and down. And both free throws missed, but what about that for a recovery? And in the end, the mistakes from Gamble are not costly. They get 2 points up on the board. Warren looking for a big finish to this quarter. That's not it from Invernizzi.
Il essaie d'être agressif au maximum, donc forcément, les arbitres ont vu que c'était un rookie, donc ils vont siffler des fautes sur lui.
Not been many fouls in this quarter, only 3 now. Pancha guilty of 2 of them though, in the short time that he's been on the court.
Il lui attrape toute l'épaule, le maillot, etc.
Telekom Baskets with real urgency here.
Et Bonn qui joue bien le coup, hein, qui
Gamble.
joue tous les ballons sur Gamble, déjà qu'il était chaud. Quand c'est le petit qui défend sur lui.
Riding up the baseline and the finish from Bartolo.
Ça veut bien en plus, quand il voit qu'il y a de l'aide, il fait les bonnes passes.
Stunning stuff, levels the scores, 32 seconds left of the second quarter. This is Shafatzik. There can be no respite. And there is no respite. Pancha alert to the offensive rebound opportunity. And he's delighted. His first point of the night. Restore Nanterre's lead. And there may just be one more play left in this quarter. Great reaction speed from Pancha. And great execution of the shot too. A little bit unlucky perhaps for Bartolo there. He just misread the line of the ball. Let's see if we can hear what Predrag Krunic is saying.
Every time ball go to Josh, if they have 2 fouls, they can make 2 fouls, but they play 3 stuff. You attack easy, you have shooters, and you have him under basket. You understand? Spacing, stay out of line 3 points, we can all 3 stuff, okay? Look at the finish, we wait, you understand? First, they will foul, second, they will foul, after that, we attack, okay? Okay, let's go.
So giving the final charges and a big finish required from Telekom Baskets at the end of this first half. They were level after the first quarter. They'll want to level it up again at the end of the second. They've got every chance to do so. 15 seconds, so probably just the one play. It's Mayo biding his time. Goes for 3 himself. Oh, amazing! What a finish to the first half. I don't think Nanterre were expecting Joshua Mayo to do that. Quite extraordinary. A buzzer beater from way downtown. And it means that Telekom Baskets don't just go in level at the halfway stage, they go in ahead by 1. Well, extraordinary finish to both quarters. Nanterre getting the better of the first, and Telekom Baskets finishing strong at the second. Half-time score, Nanterre 34, Telekom Baskets Bonn 35.
Merci Hugo, on va vous laisser retourner au vestiaire et nous on va passer une petite page de publicité après avoir vu les stats d'équipe. Fred, qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'intéressant en chiffres sur les 20 premières minutes?
Déjà on vient de voir le deuxième panier de Beaune à 3 points de Beaune dans cette mi-temps avec la planche et à la dernière seconde. Ils sont à 2 sur 11. Sinon au niveau des pourcentages de réussite on est plutôt bien du côté de Nanterre avec 56%, 33 à 3 points. Un match assez serré, pas assez de fautes provoquées parce que uniquement un lancer franc de marqué. Au rebond, le Nanterre domine légèrement. Au niveau des assists, c'est quasiment équilibré, mais il n'y a pas beaucoup d'interceptions du côté de Nanterre alors qu'il y en a 5 du côté de Beaune. Ça s'est amélioré au niveau des balles perdues. Il n'y a eu que 2 balles perdues sur ce deuxième quart-temps. Et par contre de l'autre côté on perd pas beaucoup de ballons vraiment, il n'y a que 2 balles perdues du côté de Beaune, donc vraiment c'est plutôt c'est la qualité allemande.
D'autres choses, Qualitat, très très bien. 1 point d'avance pour l'équipe de Beaune à la mi-temps sur le parquet de Nanterre. Page de pub, on se retrouve dans un instant. À tout de suite.
Et si la réalité était la sensation la plus excitante qui soit? Nouveau SUV Peugeot 3008, élu voiture de l'année.
Sketcher Sport, avec mémoire de forme.
Découvrez Beat the Clock de PokerStars. Toute l'adrénaline du poker. condensé en 5 minutes. Vous survivez à ces 5 minutes. Vous gagnez de l'argent, c'est garanti. Beat the Clock par PokerStars.
Quand je regarde mon double stacker, je me dis, imagine on peut tout dédoubler.
Moi je me dédoublerai et j'enverrai mon double à ton déménagement.
Moi je dédoublerai la fois où t'as dit bisous à ta banquière en raccrochant.
Moi, je dédoublerai mon meilleur profit.
Lequel?
Je dédoublerai aussi ce moment. Ce moment d'amitié. Non, je déconne, je dédoublerai ta soeur.
Non mais arrêtez avec ça.
Non mais moi aussi.
Double stacker avec 2 filets de poulet entiers, double en taille, double en goût, en ce moment chez KFC.
When it comes to greatness, you could tell yourself it's too high. Or you could ask yourself, what if?
Diesel, only the brave. And for more freshness, only the Brave High, the new fragrance.
Le Money Time de la NCAA, c'est à vivre en direct et en exclusivité sur SFR Sport 2. Le Final Four va bientôt livrer son verdict avec 2 demi-finales de rêve. L'épilogue de la saison approche avec les confrontations du dernier carré. Une nuit américaine exceptionnelle à vivre en direct avec le meilleur du basket universitaire. Les demi-finales du Final Four de la NCAA dans la nuit du 1er au 2 avril en direct et en exclusivité sur SFR Sport 2.
Notre instinct nous pousse à aller voir plus loin, à chercher ce qui se cache derrière chaque mur, chaque règle, chaque mode. Certains obstacles semblent infranchissables, mais en les dépassant, tu découvriras que tu es unique. Nouvelle Honda Civic. Chaque défi vous rend unique.
GER Sport, avec mémoire de forme.
Quand je regarde mon double stacker, je me dis, imagine on peut tout dédoubler.
Moi je me dédoublerai et j'enverrai mon double à ton déménagement.
Moi je dédoublerai la fois où t'as dit bisous à ta banquière en raccrochant.
Moi, je dédoublerai mon meilleur profit.
Lequel?
Je dédoublerai aussi ce moment. Ce moment d'amitié. Non, je déconne, je dédoublerai ta soeur.
Non mais arrêtez avec ça.
Non mais moi aussi.
Double stacker avec 2 filets de poulet entiers, double en taille, double en goût, en ce moment chez KFC.
Ce ne sont pas n'importe quelles vacances. MSC vous emmène jusqu'au cœur de Cuba et sur les plus belles plages des Caraïbes. 15 jours à partir de 2129 €, vol Air France inclus. Ce n'est pas n'importe quelle croisière. C'est une croisière MSC.
Nouveau Puma déodorant body spray, Sense of Victory.
Retour sur le parquet de Nanterre où l'équipe de Bonn mène d'1 point, 35-34 à la mi-temps de ce match aller. Demi-finale de FIBA Europe Cup. Tout est encore à faire pour construire un écart pour Nanterre avant le match retour la semaine prochaine en Allemagne. Au-delà de ces Coupes d'Europe, il y aura Chalon tout à l'heure, je vous le rappelle, en déplacement en Belgique pour l'autre demi-finale. Une énorme actu basket en ce moment sur SFR Sport, puisque vous le savez, le week-end prochain, il y aura le Final Four du basket universitaire américain, l'NCAA, avec d'ailleurs la présence d'un Français, Kylian Tilly, avec l'équipe de Gonzaga. Regardez tout de suite le résumé des matchs de quart de finale qui ont donné donc la qualification pour le prochain Final Four. C'est parti.
Il y a parfois des jours où on se sent béni des dieux. Ce fut le cas dimanche pour les supporters et les joueurs de North Carolina. Regardez le chrono et le score en bas de l'écran et vous allez comprendre. Et oui, un shoot incroyable à l'ultime seconde signé Luke May. Et voici les Tar Heels qualifiés pour leur 20e Final Four. Un record dans la ligue universitaire. Une victoire d'autant plus jouissive que North Carolina avait perdu la finale du championnat l'année dernière, exactement dans les mêmes conditions, sur le fil. Forcément, ça donne envie de jumper et de crier.
No, you guys are going back to the Final Four. What is it? Jim, back to you.
All right. La tradition oblige, tout le staff est allé découper le filet du panier, non sans mal d'ailleurs pour le coach. Aïe dans le nez, Roy Williams qui s'apprête à disputer son 9e Final Four. Ambiance bien moins joyeuse bien sûr dans le vestiaire de Kentucky où les larmes ont coulé à flot. Ça swing toujours pour Gonzaga, l'université du français Kylian Tilly. Avec 35 victoires pour une défaite avant son quart de finale, les Bulldogs partaient largement favoris face à Xavier. La logique a été parfaitement respectée puisque les Zags se sont largement imposés, plus 24 au final. Nigel Williams-Goss a été l'artisan principal de ce succès avec 23 points, bien aidé par son compère Jonathan Williams à l'intérieur.
That's a beautiful pass. And the dunk by Williams on the setup from Williams-Goss.
Pour sa 20e participation à la March Madness, Gonzaga se hisse pour la première fois dans le dernier carré. Enfin, de quoi jubiler, d'autant que tout semble sourire aux Bulldogs, la preuve.
Oh my God! The basket is in. Was it off in time?
Eh oui, quand ça veut pas, ça veut pas. Ce panier titanesque n'a logiquement pas été validé pour les Musketeers. À des trompettes, il y en avait aussi à Kansas City. Et s'il y a bien une équipe qui aime bouger, danser et festoyer, c'est bien Oregon qui s'exécute avec style. Et surtout, Tyler Dorsey, serial shooter et auteur d'un match plein avec 27 points. Une performance qui permet aux Ducks d'atteindre le carré d'as du tournoi pour la première fois depuis 1939.
Ran out of gas a little bit during the second half, but they found enough energy to finish it. And I just feel great for our fans who have supported us. But mostly for the guys, and all the guys last 7 years at Oregon that helped us build this. Feel really happy for all of them.
78 ans d'attente, l'émotion est au rendez-vous. C'en est terminé en revanche pour Kansas et sa star Frank Mason Free, qui s'est fait sonner les cloches par plus robuste que lui, Jordan Bell. Enfin, il y a eu combat, et parfois plus que ça, entre South Carolina et Florida. Un duel viril entre deux surprises du Elite 8 qui a vu les deux universités jouer du coude à coude jusque dans la dernière minute de la rencontre. Et forcément, qui dit corps à corps dit chute et perte de balle. De quoi faire le bonheur des journalistes qui, eux aussi, se sont âprement disputés la fameuse balle ronde. En voilà un qui est ravi, mais pas autant que Sindarius Thornwell, meilleur joueur de Southeastern Conference et qui a emmené les Gamecocks pour la première fois jusqu'au Final Four, alors même qu'ils n'avaient remporté que 4 matchs dans toute leur histoire lors des March Madness précédentes. Déjà tombeur de Duke au deuxième tour, South Carolina pourrait bien créer la surprise jusqu'au bout dans cette édition 2017.
Retour au Palais des Sports de Nanterre. Je vous rappelle quand même que les deux demi-finales et la finale du Final Four du basket universitaire seront en direct sur SFR Sport. La première demi-finale, ce sera samedi soir à minuit. Pascal, le bilan de cette première mi-temps, il y a eu des balles perdues, c'était pas ce que vous attendiez. Hein.
Mitigé, déjà on rentre pas correctement dans le match offensivement. On avait prévu des choses et on les fait pas. On fait quasiment tout le contraire. Sur les fixations par rapport au pick and roll, on n'y est pas du tout. Et on sait que c'est notre point fort. Il a fallu que je prenne un temps mort. Après, ça a été un peu mieux. Défensivement, c'est pas trop mal. Mais on n'est plus, et ça depuis quelques matchs, on n'est plus dans un rythme suffisant au niveau du passing game, au niveau de la circulation de balles. Et on est pénalisé là-dessus. On montre trop d'impatience. Et offensivement, on n'est pas bien en place. Donc il va falloir qu'on se mette un petit peu plus en place. Et puis bien évidemment, on souffre des absences de certains joueurs, donc je suis obligé de tirer sur les mêmes. Ça c'est très compliqué, mais vu le niveau de performance de certains joueurs, je suis contraint de le faire.
Oui, parce que Julian Gamble, là, il est en train de marcher sur tout le monde. Talib Zana a très peu joué, il n'est pas blessé, c'est juste que...
Blessé, il est absent, mais pas blessé. Après, quand on voit que le petit Panza met presque plus de dureté, presque plus intéressant que les postes 5 titulaires, ça fait un peu peur, mais s'il faut faire jouer un jeune, je ferai jouer un jeune là-dessus, il n'y a pas de problème.
Merci Pascal. Ah ben voilà, au moins le message est clair, hein, Fred. Hein.
Ah oui, là c'est le moins qu'on puisse dire, c'est très très clair. Mais en même temps, il est pas loin d'avoir... Franchement, je donne presque raison, c'est vrai que Pancha fait le taf pour l'instant. Hein. Ce Gamble est déjà à 12 points. Et il a dû mettre 2 ou 4 points sur plancha.
Quand il parle de ses titulaires, alors nous on a évoqué le cas de Talib Zana, mais apparemment il fait aussi référence à Mathias Lesor. Hein.
Oui, il dit qu'il est plus intense que les deux. Donc, pourtant, moi je ne l'ai pas trouvé si mal que ça, Mathias Lesor. Il a fait quelques erreurs, mais pas si mal que ça. Après, ben voilà. Et vous avez vu quand même que le contre n'a pas été validé pour Hugo Vernizi.
Ah bon, d'accord.
Il n'y a que Spencer Butterfield qui a un contre de validé, donc dommage pour lui. Il fait un des plus beaux comptes de sa vie et malheureusement il n'est pas validé.
Pour revenir sur Jean-Marc Pansa, eh bien, vous savez quoi, il avait marqué ses tout premiers points de la saison ce week-end contre Gravelines, où il avait mis 4 points en 2 minutes. Le signe justement que Pascal Dieu commence à intégrer à la rotation alors qu'il est un peu embêté avec ses deux titulaires sur le poste. On écoute Pascal Dieu.
On essaye en défense de continuer comme ça, c'est plutôt correct. Et on a plus de qualité en attaque. Sur des systèmes peut-être un petit peu plus longs. De temps en temps, on peut peut-être enchaîner sur un. On peut peut-être jouer un petit peu sur ces situations de flex pour voir jusqu'où on va. On touche bien sur les pick and roll. On n'hésite pas à prendre les tirs derrière les pick and roll. Allez, go.
Il met en avant ce qu'on dit aussi. Hein. Après, sur les pick and roll, ils sont un peu en retard, tous les joueurs extérieurs. Donc ils peuvent prendre des shoots juste derrière les pick and roll et il y aura normalement pas beaucoup d'opposition.
Alors vous voyez comme quoi, selon l'endroit où on se situe, les versions varient. Parce que Talib Zana, donc Pascal Dieu, nous disait avant match, et il l'a confirmé à l'antenne qu'il était là ni mentalement ni physiquement. Ça c'est la parole du coach. Mais comme on en a un peu parlé en première mi-temps, et bien aussitôt son agent m'a envoyé un texto en disant que, je cite, Talib Zana joue avec une déchirure au ménisque de stade 4 depuis 4 mois, donc quand même quelque chose d'assez sérieux. Mais quand vous demandez au coach, il dit non, il n'est pas du tout blessé. Donc qui a raison, qui a tort, je n'en sais rien.
Ouais. Chacun se passe sa propre opinion avec les deux informations que vous avez.
Well, welcome back to Nanterre, France for the third quarter, the second half of this FIBA Europe Cup semi-final first leg clash.
En même temps, vous savez lire les IRM?
Non, non plus. La faute de Aiko Chafardzic.
A one-point game.
Allez, ce serait bien de pouvoir faire un écart.
Telekom Baskets just in front.
Retour en Allemagne la semaine prochaine.
Il va falloir se rapprocher un peu de Maillot parce que Maillot, à mon avis, avec ce petit panier, il s'est remis en confiance et il va être dangereux.
Dileo.
Well, Telekom Baskets shall be looking for a good start here in the third quarter. Oh, and they've certainly got that. Back-to-back threes, one at the end of the first half, another at the start of the second. Mayo for 3, drains it from way outside. And Nanterre have got it all to do. They know they're facing a team that are flawless at home. They cannot afford, really, to lose this first leg. But right now they're down by 4. And momentum is on the Bonn side.
La saison dernière, ils avaient complètement raté leur saison. Ils avaient connu 14 défaites de suite. Ils avaient raté les playoffs. C'était seulement la 3e fois en 20 ans qu'ils rataient les playoffs. C'est pour ça qu'ils ont tout refait du sol au plafond. Et Spencer Butterfield qui marque pour Nanterre.
Spencer Butterfield.
So
far,
de la Ligue allemande
has scored with every free throw every shot he's made inside of the arc, but he was known for his excerpts from outside last time. That's well worked, and Bonn retake the lead by 4. Here is Butterfield. Are we going to see some more three-point attempts from him in the second half? He only tried one in the first one. Warren, so quick, so good at moving around the court, and now Shafatzik just leaves it off to the right. Lesor. Warren again, not the tallest, but he certainly is the quickest on the court. That's thrown away by Lesor. Telekom Baskets in transition. Another three-point attempted. Oh, Mayo again. Into double digits, he goes for the night. And Telekom Baskets extending their lead in the second half. Didn't hesitate, just took it on. And he's feeling real good out there at the moment. Three-pointers made for Mayo. Nanterre trail by 7, and Pascal Donadieu has got frank words to exchange with his players. They fought their way back in the first half. They're going to have to do it the hard way again in the second. Every point matters in this game. Nanterre, a club that won the Euro Challenge in 2015. They won the French League in 2013. They're currently 4th in the domestic standings.
Il y a eu le problème Gamble, on est parti sur le problème maillot. Hein. Donc il va falloir résoudre 2 problèmes. Et ça a compliqué forcément doublement la tâche des joueurs de Nanterre.
They are the travelling support from North Rhine-Westphalia, and they're having a very good night of it at the moment.
Équipe de Ulm qui est, et c'est un truc incroyable, invaincu dans le championnat allemand après 27 journées devant des
Warren.
cadors comme Bamberg ou le Bayern des équipes d'Eurocup, d'Euroleague. Hein.
Butterfield, oh, nicely done. Well, he's still making his mark in this game, Spencer Butterfield, not in the way we would have thought, and not to the same extent that he did in the quarterfinal. But that's hardly surprising, given the record-breaking game that he had. Here's Gamble. He got the German team off to a flyer, Julian Gamble. And then he sat back and watched the likes of Mayo take centre stage.
Ouais, bah alors la balle était très loin sur le bras quand même. Hein.
On va voir ça.
Parce que là franchement, la balle, elle est au niveau du coude.
Ouais, alors que Gamble essaye de monter au cercle.
Well, Predrag Krunic, the Telekom Baskets coach, talked about how much energy they'd expended against Ludwigsburg at the weekend, and said that his team would have to fight hard to find the right mix here in France in the FIBA Europe Cup, but they are certainly doing that at the moment. Their lead is at 6. Gamble not having a lot of fun at the free throw line at the moment. He's missed quite a lot of shots.
On me disait avant match, quand on a un petit peu discuté, que c'était les joueurs justement, ça se passait bien cette saison parce qu'ils avaient tous envie de prouver qu'au niveau au-dessus, ils étaient aussi capables de jouer. Mais il y a 3 joueurs qui ont commencé en Pro B. Tenez par exemple Julian Gamble qu'on vient de voir au lancer franc, il a commencé.
Nice little exchange there. Here is DeLeo.
En Europe, en sortant de l'université de Miami.
Mayo.
DeLeo
through to Horchin. He misses the first shot but gets it back and banks it in at the second time of asking. And the lead just keeps on growing now for Telekom Baskets. It's their highest lead in this game. 8 points. Warren. Nanterre needs something special. They're searching for it. It's Spencer Butterfield. Invenetzi for 3. Good. Much required from Hugo Invenetzi. Takes his tally up to 9 points. DeLeo.
Faute offensive. Il s'est bien sacrifié. Arrivé, retour de Brian Conklin.
Brian Conklin comes in. Invenetzi goes for a sit down. As Nanterre continues to mix things up. Shavatsik is also out. And in comes Michael Riley, who we've only seen for 3 minutes in the game so far. They've got a very deep roster. Nanterre, now that's given away, and here's a chance. DeLeo with a layup, good. The lead back up to 7. You can't afford these mistakes. Nanterre, but they're doing well now. Out in the corner with Butterfield. But the problems persist.
Ils défendent vraiment beaucoup mieux que ce qu'ils ont pu montrer sur la première mi-temps. Ils sont vraiment agressifs et cette fois ils arrivent à ne pas être pénétrés.
Claimed from under the rack by Horchin. Sets it up in transition. Horchin gets it back and sends it down with attitude. And the lead once again grows. It's 9 now, and Nanterre have it all to do. Lessor.
Du côté de Nanterre par le duo Gamble.
Now Riley, recently introduced. They need a big performance from him in the second half. And Riley's fed it back to Matthias Lessor and puts up a hook. And Nanterre reduce the gap to 7. But this is what they've been all about. Unbelievable transition execution. Great passing play. Interception in the meantime for Nanterre. Warren sets it up. Riley comes in, delivers the pass. Easy two. Thank you very much. Spencer Butterfield into double digits. 10 points. All of them at 2-point range. Here's Conklin. Horton.
Ouais, c'est un travail difficile hein, sur Gamble parce qu'il faut essayer de l'empêcher de recevoir le ballon le plus près possible du cercle. Parce que dès qu'il est prêt, il est quasiment inarrêtable. Et il le pousse en l'air.
Et la balle ligne de fond pour l'équipe de Bonn.
For 3. Mayo's done it again. He just puts it on repeat. 14 points for Mayo. Telekom Baskets starting to make up for their early profligacy from range. Now they can't miss a 3-point shot, it seems. 3 from 3 in the third quarter.
Facile. C'est ce qu'a demandé Pascal Donadi aussi. Hein. Sur le curl, on suit mais plus vite. Là, dès qu'on a un peu de retard sur Mayo, il le fait payer.
Le lancer de Conklin.
Two from 2 from the line. Nanterre at the moment refusing to go away. But it's definitely advantaged Telekom Baskets because not only do they lead by 6, but they've got a great home record to rely on for the second leg. But Nanterre know any kind of a defeat is going to be very difficult to overturn. They'll have to do and succeed where nobody else has in this year's FIBA Europe Cup, getting a road win in Germany.
Ça peut pas être une faute antisportive, ça. Bonne défense, hein. Bonne prise à 2 sur le pick and roll.
A good interception, wasn't it, by Michael Riley? Great awareness and alertness and anticipation too. Here's Butterfield for 3. Yes, this time it goes. First 3-pointer of the night for Spencer Butterfield. And if he gets going, there's every hope for Nanterre. 4 minutes left in the third. Well, Butterfield had been talking about how much he enjoyed playing in this competition with Juventus Utena of Lithuania last year. They got to the last 16, but they've gone further, of course. He said that some at Juventus still in touch with him and congratulated on his record-breaking performance of 11 3-pointers and 39 points. Said he never shot as many 3-pointers successfully in a game before, not even at junior level. But it didn't surpass his highest ever point tally, which was at 42. Well, this is the state of affairs then. Neck and neck throughout, really. That's what you've got to say. Telekom Baskets and Nanterre sharing 17 each in the first. In the second, that last gasp 3-point shot from Mayo meant that Telekom went in front by 1, and that lead has extended to 3. Still plenty of time, though, in this high-scoring third quarter. Wait to see the next generation of basketball fans and players in the house tonight in the Sports Palace, the Palais des Sports. 3,000 seater, and it seems back to the rafters tonight. Can Nanterre take a lead to Germany in the second leg? And they seem to be on the move. Shafatzik. Now Conklin. Spencer Butterfield looking for support. Finds support eventually in the form of Brian Conklin. And that's a foul drawn by Matthias Lessor. Gamble pénalised.
Ils ont perdu autant à peu près d'ailleurs dans le quart-temps là que sur toute la première mi-temps.
À chaque fois que Nanterre était agressif, comme sur le pick and roll avant où il y a une vraie grosse sortie de Mathias Lessor, eh ben, il y a des possibilités de piquer des ballons.
Ils en avaient perdu 2 seulement, et ils en ont perdu 2 fois plus en l'espace de 6 minutes. Premier lancer réussi par Mathias Lessor.
First free throw comfortably made by Lessor. And nothing but net on the second as well. It is a 1-point game. Nanterre have dragged it back. They trailed by 9. Now it's just 1. Nanterre on a 7-0 run.
Nanterre qui est sur un 7-0, hein, David, en 1 minute 20 là.
Allez, il faut continuer.
Amazingly, it's happened in a minute and 20, 80 seconds, that's all. But some response to that from Horchin.
Je suis impatient de connaître la réponse du quiz, David.
Two-handed flush. Re-extends the lead back to 3. Shafatzik. Michael Riley available to the left wing. Shafatzik doesn't need anyone. Shafatzik, now he does use Riley. Can't find space for a shot, but maybe Lessor will. Denied by Horchin. But it is a foul, and Horton will get a trip to the line. Telekom Baskets have reached their foul limit.
Alors réfléchissez, j'en profite pour faire sur ces lancers francs la promo de l'autre demi-finale de tout à l'heure. L'équipe de Chalon en déplacement à Ostende, en Belgique. C'est l'autre demi-finale, ce sera en direct juste après le match de Nanterre. Et si vous pensez à la paire de commentateurs du prochain match, vous aurez la réponse. Vous connaissez le consultant, non? Qui va suivre sur le match de Chalon?
No problems for Lessor. He's being tested at his free throw shooting at the moment, but he's standing up to the test.
Sur le match de Chalon, et Germain Castano a été le premier coach de Ken Horton en France.
Makes it a 1-point game again.
Ça, c'est de l'info.
Late in the third quarter now. This is where the business is attended to. This is where every point matters so much. Nobody's had a double-digit lead at any point in the game. Schillins with his rare appearance, the Latvian international. First time we've seen travelling call. Michael Riley doesn't like the call. Neither did the home crowd.
C'est un ballon pour reprendre l'avantage, pour passer devant.
Oui, il a marqué clairement.
Et Oyar Silins sur le côté.
Oyar Silins, as I said, a part of the Latvian national team. In his first season with Telekom Baskets, he came from Pallacanestro Reggiana from Italy. Despite he doesn't always play that much in terms of minutes, he is averaging more than 10 points per game in this year's FIBA Europe Cup. It's Mayo for 3. Good. Telekom Baskets extend their lead to 4. They've seen Nanterre come firing back, and they've responded.
Après avoir quand même bien arrosé en première mi-temps.
Bien arrosé, ouais. C'est moi qu'on puisse dire.
They must have expected a Nanterre response, Telekom Baskets, but they themselves have shown them that they are capable.
Des joueurs qui ont continué de grandir en Europe, qui maintenant font le plaisir de l'équipe
changing momentum
Bonn.
and swinging the pendulum back their way. But here's Michael Riley from the line.
Deuxième lancé. Oui.
2 from 2.
2 minutes de jeu dans ce troisième quart-temps. Dileo.
Just Dileo. And we're going to be level again at the end of the third. There's every chance we might be. Schillens. Sanders. Back outside. Dileo for 3. It was flat. Didn't get the trajectory quite right. But offensive rebound registered by Bartolo. Dileo. Clever bounce pass. Gamble getting up. And making the shot. Telekom Baskets refuse to lie down. Keep the scoreboard ticking over. Riley from way downtown. Stunning shooting from Michael Riley. And it's a 1-point game again with 1:12 left in the quarter. And 1 quarter to play beyond that as well. This could be a key moment. Riley. Butterfield. Good passing play. Shafatzik though, he's a little bit stuck here. Shafatzik puts one up to the heavens and very nearly made the shot. It was a tough one. They've got it back. Good offensive rebounding from Riley. Lessor on the drive. Lessor floored. Possession remains with Telekom Baskets. They kept that in impressively. And Gamble banks it in for 2. And extends the lead to 3. Julian Gamble, the high scorer in the game overall with 17. There should be a notable mention for Mayo. He has 14 points and 4 remarkable 3-point field goals made.
Ouais, comme on le disait tout à l'heure, avec un fort taux de réussite. Le pourcentage de réussite est vraiment très élevé. Les défenses ont un peu baissé pied sur ce coup.
So many turnovers in that first half for Telekom Baskets that set the tone, really. Rather nervous-looking Pascal Donadieu knows his team need a good win here. They've got a matter of seconds remaining in the third quarter. They trail by 3 at the moment. We've had excitement at the end of every quarter. This time, though, there is no finish. And Telekom Baskets extend their lead, only by a small margin, but it doesn't matter. They'll be delighted. They haven't lost the quarter yet, and it's Nanterre 59, Telekom Baskets Bonn 62. At the end of the third, 1 quarter left to play, and it has to be a big one for the French team to give themselves real hope of qualifying for the final. They don't want to be going to Germany needing to win. So Pascal Donadieu dishing out the final instructions here. Maybe a slight altering of the game plan, maybe. Do they take a risk? Or a more appropriate pun, do they take a gamble up against Julian Gamble's Telekom Baskets? There could be an all-French final. It's worth pointing out the other semi-final is going to be contested by Telenet Ostend and Elan Chalon. Belgium against France. You can watch that on live, the Basketball TV, which is getting underway in around 3/4 of an hour.
maintenant. Il y a 10 minutes pour prendre le maximum d'avance et au moins déjà gagner le match.
Well, Nanterre have scored more three-pointers. Telekom Baskets have been lethal inside the paint. Nanterre haven't missed a free throw, though. It's tight, it's tense. 15 assists in total for Telekom Baskets, 7 steals. Those are impressive stats. Leading the assists, Dilio on 4. So, 1 quarter left to play. 10 minutes for Nanterre to turn this around. And set up the second leg as they would want it in Germany next week. Michael Riley, 4-3. Looking for the perfect start, the French team, but not getting it. 1 week today, the 5th of April, is the occasion of the second leg. Both players return to domestic action at the weekend, and here's Gamble banking in a 2, and that extends the lead to 5. And there are problems for Telekom Baskets, for Nanterre. They can't keep Telekom Baskets quiet, and they can't keep Gamble quiet. He's got 19 points and counting.
De ce coup de sifflet pour vous annoncer, puisqu'il l'a annoncé officiellement, que Nicolas Batum rejoint à partir d'aujourd'hui Villeurbanne, le club de Villeurbanne, en tant que directeur des opérations basket. Et je crois savoir qu'on annonce aussi un retour de Livio Jean-Charles bientôt. Ça, c'est au conditionnel, c'est ce qui se murmure. En tout cas, pour Nicolas Batum, c'est officiel.
He hadn't missed a free throw, but Riley unable to make either of those. So, let off for Telekom Baskets, who are looking to extend that lead. Make Nanterre pay. Gamble. There's almost nothing he can't seem to finish, but that time the defensive rebounding was better. Lesor, oh, tricky. Magnificent stuff from Matthias Lesor. Sold Gamble. Banked it in off the glass for a 3-2. Dilio. And now Bartolo cutting in into the paint. But he's called for trampling by the referees.
Il a été pris souvent par la patrouille au championnat d'Europe.
Ouais, alors qu'en NBA ça passe, et pourtant il y a bien 3 appuis.
Ouais, oui, il y a 3 appuis.
1, 2, oui, il n'y a absolument aucun doute.
Il y a 3 appuis, mais c'est vrai que ça se laissait jouer en général et que maintenant ils ont la consigne de siffler à chaque fois les arbitres.
Bon, en NBA, on a vu des garçons en bout de contre-attaque faire des lay-ups après 5 appuis. Hein.
C'est clair.
Au bout d'un moment, un laxisme pareil, personnellement, je trouve que ça n'a plus aucun sens.
C'est une ligue privée, ils vous diront que le spectacle est plus important que le reste.
Bah, qu'ils arrêtent les dribbles.
Oui, je sais pas si vous avez vu cette action de Russell Westbrook où le mec reçoit le ballon, il arrive juste quasiment jusqu'à la ligne médiane sans avoir dribblé une seule fois. Et c'est là qu'ils se rendent compte, ils disent, ah mince, c'est pas dribblé. Et l'arbitre siffle aussi. C'est assez fou.
Warren.
3-point game, 8 minutes to go. Nanterre with the 3-pointer here. Could level up the scores, to state the obvious. But they've been guilty of a shot clock violation there, and he wasn't aware of the timing. I think Predrag Krunic in the background absolutely cock a hoop about that. Well, very different reactions from the two head coaches there, but it's a sign of the defensive quality of this Telekom Baskets team. Bartolo Chamayo. Mayo's had a very good game from 3-point range. Not clinical from Nanterre, but they are back in possession with a steal. Michael Riley draws the foul from Dilio. Telekom Baskets are up to 3 fouls already for the quarter. To sharpen their free throw shooting again, because they're bound to get some more before the end. Shafatzik. Oh, lovely little bounce pass. Lessor. No. And good defensive work by Barovic. And they've got it clear. Mayo to the front court. Barovic fouled by Riley.
Bonne faute, hein, parce que deux au panier, sinon Mikal serait arrivé sous le cercle avec Barovic. Donc il préfère faire faute avant qu'il ait lancé, qu'il y ait quoi que ce soit.
Nanterre, I mentioned earlier, they haven't won a quarter yet. They were all square at the end of the first. Telekom Baskets led by 1 at the end of the second, and they led by 3 at the end of the third. And here they come again. Barovic somehow missed. Surprising miss. And now Shafatzik. Nanterre will look to make the most of the opportunity afforded them. Riley to level the scores. Just a little long, but now it's stolen back by Shafatzik. Shafatzik, long 2 attempted. The shot clock running down to its dregs. But Telekom Baskets live to tell the tale. Timeout called by Nanterre. Well, no change in the score in the final quarter. It was level as we started. Now 3 or so minutes into it, well, it's still a 3-point difference. Nanterre 61, Telekom Baskets 64, and the German team right now have the advantage. Well, I don't know if Nanterre would have set a scoreline they wanted to win by at the start, but it certainly would have been a win of some kind. I reckon they would have wanted a win by 10. Something in that region, knowing just how good Telekom Baskets are. Back home in North Rhine-Westphalia in Western Germany. 250 miles is all that separates these two. So not a great distance they'll have to travel, but they don't want to have to make up a lot of ground in terms of the score. Right now, they are going to have to. Gamble and Mayo have been running the show for Telekom Baskets. Gamble from in the paint, Mayo from outside of the arc. The combination has been devastating to Nanterre. And they need a streak from Spencer Butterfield, something special in this final quarter. He's going to stand up at the right moment, just when they're needed. Here's Barovic. For 3, jump shot. Very tough. And good work at the boards from Nanterre, and in transition they come. Oh! Swatted away by Schillings, but the foul had been given.
Au début de l'action, il fait faute, mais après le contre est impeccable. Là, il a fait faute, mais après, par contre, bam. Là, il fait faute, il l'accroche.
C'est plus facile de contrer quand vous empêchez votre adversaire de monter. Hein, quand même.
Je suis assez d'accord. Mais c'est joli quand même, la continuité de l'action était jolie.
Butterfield pour 2 lancers. Voilà. 15 points pour Spencer Butterfield. Nanterre qui plie.
Nanterre on the move then.
Et pourtant, c'est vraiment un match compliqué.
Dragged it back to a 1-point game. They haven't led now, I think, since the first quarter. They trailed by 9 at one point in the second, so in the third. So in that context, you could say they've done well. Great defense that from Lessor. Stopped his man in his tracks.
Il a failli la prendre comme un contreur au volet, à 2 mains. Bonne défense, ça c'est une bonne défense. Violation de 5 secondes, on a 5 secondes pour remettre en jeu. Bonne l'a pas fait, tout simplement parce qu'il y avait une bonne défense de Nanterre.
Butterfield.
Here is Spencer Butterfield. Said he'd be the man to step up. He's the man they need to step up. The American finds a great pass out of nowhere, but Lessor cannot finish the job. It was such a good pass from Butterfield to find him. It deserved finishing. It didn't get it, but they've won the ball back here. Steal for Nanterre. Shafatzik. They're going to pile the pressure on in this final quarter. Clever. Shafatzik with the no-look pass, and Lessor this time finishes, and in style, with a two-handed jam. And that puts Nanterre back in front for the first time in the second half. Oh, what a response from Barovic. Huge, bustling over the top of everyone. And what a little phase that was. Nanterre taking the lead, but then it's snatched out of their hands by Barovic. Telekom Baskets back into the lead changing hands regularly. Butterfield, Shafatzik, try to go inside out, but alert to the danger there was Koch. Look at this from Barovic, right over the top of everyone. Huge finish. Talk about authoritative. We've got another timeout here. 4 minutes 30 left on the clock in the first leg of this crunch quarter-final clash. Pascal Donadieu laying final instructions here. Wants his team to be up by some amount. I don't think it's going to, at this point probably, he won't mind too much if it's not a double-digit lead. It still could be. Crazier things have happened. But too many times Nanterre have been turned over.
David, c'est pas un peu surprenant de prendre son troisième temps mort aussi vite. Il reste 4 minutes 30 dans le match. Le match est super serré. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez, mais ça me paraît un peu tôt quand même.
Peut-être.
Ostende and Alain Chalon get underway very shortly. It's a rematch of last year's round of 16 clash. Nanterre with work to do here. They didn't make the use of the first play. And Gamble gets the score and one, and that could be very significant. Julian Gamble just has offered no let-up. He's at times terrorised the Nanterre defence. Outstanding play from Julian Gamble yet again to make it a 4-point lead. Is there a route back in then for Nanterre? Well, they're going to have to play out of their skins and get a road win in North Rhine-Westphalia. Maybe not. Chris Warren with the finish. Did it all himself. At times tonight, Chris Warren hasn't needed any teammates. But Gamble goes down the other end and adds another two. Back to a 4-point lead again. 3:41 and counting on the clock. Warren finds Lessor. He's got two jumpers with him. Shafatzik. Oh no, possession's gone against the French team. Well, in the end, I think the referees changed their mind. Shafatzik certainly seemed to appeal here. Oh yeah, it comes off, no question, it comes off Bartolo last, so they did reverse that decision, the referees. Only threw possession away there though. 8 seconds left on the clock. So they won't have too much time here. Shafatzik inbound. Warren. Warren offers up a prayer. Just laid it up short though.
Il y avait quand même mieux à faire toute l'action là. Là, il a chuté devant Maillot.
This is Dilio.
Un peu en déséquilibre, il restait un peu de temps.
Mayo. Looking for that avenue, and Mayo. Well, he found a gap in the defence, but couldn't finish. From the corner for three. No good for Invernizzi. Telekom Baskets live to tell the tale, and they can extend their lead beyond 4 here if they can utilise the possession. Dilio on the ball. Dilio going it alone, getting to the rack, laying it up and in off the glass, and the lead is 6. And Nanterre, rather than clawing it back and getting themselves in the lead, are losing their way. 2.5 minutes left in this first leg of the semi-final. That's more like it from Chris Warren. It's pacey play right now. You cannot catch your breath. Gamble. The danger man, Julian Gamble. And he's drawn the foul from Lesor, and he has caused havoc in there.
Il fait le taf, il l'empêche de recevoir proche du panier. Mais après, Gamble est bon dribbleur, bon passeur. Donc là, il provoque bien la faute. Il le fixe, il le fixe. C'est un peu sévère, mais en même temps, il est tellement en réussite que les arbitres ont tendance à siffler pour lui.
Bonne qui, entre les 2 matchs de Coupe d'Europe ce week-end, va jouer sur le parquet de Francfort. Une équipe qui cherche à se qualifier pour les playoffs. On va écouter Predrag Kronic.
Alors, Josh, listen, Alors, one time. Hey, Joe, one time. Alors, on the end. DJ, you get the ball here. One side. 5 men, 4 men. That you go here. After that, pick the low on the side. You and you. Here. Hello, 5, 10 here. 2 guys here. Space. You understand? One side, pick the low.
Predrag Kronic, le Bosnien qui est revenu à Bonn cet été. Il avait déjà coaché Bonn il y a une dizaine d'années. Il avait d'abord été là-bas assistant, puis il avait coaché l'équipe. Et après, il était parti vivre sa vie ailleurs.
Well, you heard the words of the Telekom Baskets coach, Predrag Krunic. Will they ensure that Telekom take a lead back to Germany with them? Barciolo finds his way to Mayo. Mayo! Unbelievable defence from Nanterre there. They need more of that. With less than 2 minutes left to play though. It's Chris Warren. Shafatsik thought about it. Warren comes in, goes alone. Oh, what a finish! Cuts the lead in half, back to 2. And offers a lifeline to Nanterre. Can they at least win this game? Mayo to the corner with Barciolo cutting in. No finish. And the defensive rebound motch up in style by Matthias Lesor. And Nanterre looking to finish the right way. They haven't had the game go their way by and large, but now the crowd getting going. It's going to be an inspired finish, I reckon. It's Warren. Shafatsik for 3. Left it long. Recycled. Missed again. And this time the defense does manage to get to the boards. And that's a foul drawn by Mayo. Respite for Telekom Baskets, who were coming under the cosh there. What a dramatic finale this is proving to be. What a semi-final first leg. You can't take your eyes off the action. It's been like the personification of a double espresso. He has raced by this game, and Telekom Baskets only go and extend the lead. 4-point game, 50 seconds for Nanterre to eat into that lead and give themselves some hope, and that will certainly do it. Chris Warren with a 3-pointer takes his tally up to 18 on the night, and it's a 1-point game again. Mayo taking his time, shot clock down to single figures. Nanterre can still win this. Mayo, long recaptured by Gamble, good. Lead back to 2, Nanterre. Almost lost possession there. Little push from Mayo means there's a trip to the line coming.
Ça les arrange, il va devoir shooter des lancers francs, donc il va marquer 2 points logiquement. Alors qu'il aurait pu avoir une option sur 3. Donc pour Beaune, c'est une bonne faute. Pour Nanterre, beaucoup moins.
So then, he can make this a 1-point game again. It's a 2-point game. Now, what do they do here? Do they just go for the 1 point? I think so, rather than deliberately miss and try and get an extra 2 and level the scores. 2 from 2. 1-point game, and there'll be one final timeout as well. Telekom Baskets will have the possession and will try and close out the victory. It's been an incredibly tight game from start to finish. Chris Warren with a very well-timed 3-point shot made. And let's see if we can hear from Predrag Krunic.
Là c'est compliqué, est-ce que Nanterre va faire faute ou pas? Soit ils prennent l'option en disant voilà on essaie de faire faute, de revenir dans le match et d'être à égalité, soit on fait pas faute et on repart avec uniquement 1 point de retard. Les deux pourraient s'expliquer.
Barciolo gets us off and going. 12 seconds for Nanterre.
Ouais, ils vont espérer s'incliner juste d'1 point, qui sera un moindre mal. Vu le match un peu cauchemar.
Mayo misses the shot, but Telekom Baskets take a 1-point lead back to Germany. They will be delighted with that overall. Pascal Donadu's side put up a real fight there, and they did actually finally win a quarter, the final one by 2, to claw back the deficit. It's no disaster for the French team, but they know they've got a massive task on their hands to go to Germany and win. No other FIBA Europe Cup team has gone and won in Germany this season. Telekom Baskets bomb with that unbeaten home record will be confident of progressing to the final and following in the footsteps of the Fraport Skyliners, who won the competition last year. There is belief that another German team may succeed here. It's finished Nanterre 76, Telekom Baskets Bonn 77. A 1-point game. Julian Gamble deserves all the credit, 26 points. He was lethal inside the paint. And Joshua Mayo with 19 points. DeLeo also came up with 10 in the end. Mayo led the way on assists with 5. Barciolo with rebounds on 8. Nanterre 76, Telekom Baskets 77 is how it finished in the semi-final. First leg of the 2017 FIBA Europe Cup.
C'était un problème pour nous et aussi le petit, dans le troisième carton, il a marqué très bien, c'était dur, mais on n'a jamais arrêté de battre. Et je pense en ce moment la situation est comme ça. Si on gagne à Bonn, on est dans le final et si pas, on ne l'a pas mérité.
Bon, le coup est encore jouable pour le match retour en Allemagne alors.
Oui, moi j'espère qu'on va gagner exactement, exact pour cette raison.
Merci beaucoup. Merci Aiko d'être passé nous voir. Aiko Chafarzik qui croit, c'est vrai qu'il suffit juste de gagner d'un point ou de deux, parce qu'un point ça donnerait une petite prolongation au match retour.
Qui pourrait être intéressant aussi d'ailleurs.
Voilà, exactement, une petite victoire de 2 points sur le fil à Bonn, et on vivra ça évidemment la semaine prochaine. Voilà, on va se quitter très très vite parce qu'il y a l'autre demi-finale, celle de Chalon en Belgique, sur le parquet de Charleroi, en espérant que Chalon de son côté s'impose à l'extérieur.
Bon courage à Chalon.
Le Money Time de la NCAA, c'est à vivre en direct et en exclusivité sur SFR Sport 2. Le Final Four va bientôt livrer son verdict avec 2 demi-finales de rêve. L'épilogue de la saison approche avec les confrontations du dernier carré. Une nuit américaine exceptionnelle à vivre en direct avec le meilleur du basket universitaire. Les demi-finales du Final Four de la NCAA dans la nuit du 1er au 2 avril en direct et en exclusivité sur SFR Sport 2.
Roues directrices pour une précision de conduite inégalée. Réinventez la route avec Renault Talisman Estate et son système Fort Control. Renault Talisman Estate, maîtrisez votre trajectoire. Découvrez Renault Talisman et Renault Talisman Estate. Réservez votre essai sur Renault.fr.
GER Sport, avec mémoire de forme.
Alors c'est ça le double stacker?
Ouais, chez KFC, ils ont dédoublé le filet de poulet.
Et le fromage aussi.
Et les recettes aussi.
Wow.
Double stacker de KFC avec 2 filets de poulet entiers. Double en taille, double en goût.
Ce n'est pas n'importe quel bateau. C'est le MSC Meraviglia, le plus moderne des navires. Construit en France. Dès juin, au départ de Marseille, avec le Cirque du Soleil. Ce n'est pas n'importe quelle croisière. C'est une croisière MSC.